Hey everyone! So I hope everybody is having a fantastic day and have been enjoying my videos. I know I say that, but I like to still hope everybody is. So I decided today I really wanted to film a video, but wasn't sure, so I was looking through different like tags and stuff like that on YouTube, and I decided to do the 30 random facts about me. I know a lot of these people that are really close to me probably already know, but I know there's a few of you out there that don't know me at all or don't know me that well, and I thought that this could be fun to do. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so number one, I am addicted to Tic Tacs. I know that I said this in my favorites video, but it is completely true. I love Tic Tacs, and the white ones. Only the white ones. The only ones that I like. So number two, I love Vampire Diaries and the originals. So in Vampire Diaries, Damon is my favorite. I love Ian. He is so beautiful. And in the originals, believe it or not, Klaus. Something about him, I don't know. I just love him. He's a bad guy. And I guess Damon kind of is too, so. Oh well. Number three, I have a very odd love of pimple popping videos. It's true. It's gross. But I'm one of those people. I love them. What can I say? Number four, I have an obsession with small bowls. So, like, the little itty bitty bowls, like, I like the ones that people set out for, like, holidays. My mom has this little bowl set, and there's like this little one that's pink with white polka dots, and it's my favorite. And I got one in a Target haul, and I just love them. And my friend Maureen and I went to Crate and Barrel, and we were walking around, and obviously we weren't there to buy anything. We were just kind of walking around, and we found these teeny tiny little bowls for 95 cents, and I wanted one so bad, but I didn't have a use for it. But I love little bowls. I would just, like, my desk was covered in little bowls. I would be so happy. Number five, I can't whistle. I don't know how. I've never been able to. I'm not sure if it has something to do with the gap in my teeth, but I've just never been able to whistle. Like, I can do it a little bit, but I can't, like, whistle out a tune or anything like that. And so many people have tried to teach me, and now with my tongue pierced, there's no way it's going to happen. I've accepted and come to the terms of the fact that I can't whistle, but I don't feel like it's affecting my life too bad. Number six, I had 11 teeth pulled in one day. So I had a really bad abscess and my face swelled up. And it had been a long time since I went to the dentist, and I went, and here to come find out I needed a bunch of work done. So I obviously didn't have it that same day. Went back, my boyfriend at the time drove me, because I thought I was going to have to be put to sleep because of so much work, but no. I ended up having 15 shots of Novocaine, and they just went to town. That was quite an experience. I used to hate dentists when I was little because every time I went, I had to get a tooth pulled because my baby teeth never wanted to come out. It was very aggravating. But so I had a great doctor, or I'm sorry, a great dentist, and the assistant was amazing. So they made me feel really comfortable. And at my dentist office, when you lay back, there's a TV attached to your chair. So I just watched the TV the entire time, and it totally made me calm down, and it was awesome. Anxiety ridden, and I was okay. Number seven, I don't like ground beef. So hamburgers, I don't eat hamburgers. And it's not like a personal choice because, cows. No. It doesn't agree with me. It makes me sick almost every time I eat it. And when I was younger, I used to be able to. I would eat spaghetti all the time. And my mom and dad make this stuff called goulash. And I used to eat that all the time. And then it was just like one day, my body just would not let it happen anymore. So, number 8, I love to drive. I'd say about 95% of the time when me, Marty, and Mason go anywhere, I'm driving. I absolutely love to drive, and I definitely get that from my dad because him and I used to go on just like random day trips to places. Like I remember one time we got in the car and I was really little and he was like, let's go to Pennsylvania. From where I live, Pennsylvania is about an hour drive, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I was like, oh my God, it's like the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, and my dad's taking me to a different state. I was like blown away by this. And I can get home from anywhere, I feel like, because I love to drive. So I just go and I know how to get back home if I need to. And I would absolutely love, 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 love one day to do like a big United States tour. Like I just road trip. I would love to do that. That would be amazing if I ever had the means, which I don't right now. Number 9, I have never been to Florida. And I didn't realize that this was such a big deal till I started telling people that I've never been to Florida. So many people have been to Disney World Land, I don't know which one's in Florida, and I'll be like, oh, that's right, I've never been to Florida. And they're like, are you kidding me? And I was actually talking to a lady that at the call center that lived in Florida, and she said something, and I was like, oh, well, I've never been there. And she's like, well, I don't know what to say to that. She's like, I don't think I've ever met somebody who hasn't visited Florida. I just haven't. I would love to. Absolutely. I definitely want to take Mason to Disney one day, but I've just never been. Sorry. Number 10, Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney princess. And I even have on my Ariel shirt today. I absolutely love Ariel, which is funny because I'm not a big water fan. But I love Ariel. She's my favorite. And I used to have this doll that would sing the songs and I would sing with it. My mom and dad will tell you that I used to cry every time Ursula would steal her voice. So I had a deep passion for the Little Mermaid. Loved it. My number 11, Mexican food is my favorite. I could probably eat it every single day and be completely okay with it. I would probably have a lot of stomach issues, but it's worth it. It's worth it in my book. I'll eat it every single day. Fantastic. Number 12, my alcoholic drinks of choice. My favorite beer, which isn't really beer, it's cider, is Angry Orchard. I absolutely love that. And my favorite liquor is Fireball. I love Fireball. And I know that's a typical girl answer, but I don't care. I love it. And you can put Fireball in Angry Orchard. And it's amazing. And if you haven't tried it, you need to. Just pause my video, go get it, and then finish the video and drink it. And thank me, because it's amazing. Okay, number 13. I prefer Dunkin Donuts over Starbucks. I know, I'm probably offending people with that answer, but it's cheaper and I love it. I get the iced caramel coffee with cream and sugar. It's my drink. I love it. Absolutely love it. And now I do like Starbucks tea. Their shaken tea. I like the black tea and the passion tango. which Dunkin Donuts doesn't have that. So if you're going to talk tea-wise, then I like Starbucks, but I love Dunkin Donuts, and their chai latte is so much better than Starbucks. Sorry. Number 14, I can't eat tomato-based products. Ketchup, barbecue sauce, pizza sauce, spaghetti sauce, tomatoes. I can't have any of it. That started when I was pregnant with Mason. I would go to Arby's and I would dunk my fries in Arby's sauce, and I was like, oh, my stomach hurts so bad. And then if I would have like barbecue sauce, I'm like, oh man, I don't feel good. Finally, I started putting two and two together, and as soon as I started ruling out tomato-based products, did not have any more nausea, anything like that, and it stuck with me after the pregnancy as well. So now it's not as bad as it was. Like, I can have like a piece of pizza every now and then, but I have to be careful. If I eat too much, then I am not feeling good. Probably gonna miss the next day of work. Number 15, I went my entire life never sharing a birthday with anybody until I met my husband, and his brother and I have the same birthday. So August 10th, me and Steven, we share a birthday. And every year every year since I met Marty, I usually bring Steve a piece of cake because I feel like that's our day. We share that day. Different years, so it wasn't exactly the same day. I'm younger than he is. Number 16, I have two nieces in my family. So I have Noreen and Haley, and I have a small family. And then when I married Marty, I gained 4 more nieces. So Ashley, Autumn, Janessa, and Katie, and 7 nephews. So Michael, Joey, Kyle, Jake, Luke, Johnny, and Marky. So I went from this little bitty family to a huge family, tons of nieces and nephews, and I could not be happier. I love being an aunt almost as much as I love being mom. My niece Katie always, whenever she comes over, she always like draws us cards and pictures and stuff like that, and I have saved every single one. I have all of them because those little things mean so much to me, and because of having such a small family, every time she gives me one, I hold on to it like a piece of precious gold. Like I love it. I love it. I love it. I love every single one of them. Number 17, Pinterest is my life. I am addicted to Pinterest. I have a problem. I'm okay with it. I don't want to give up this habit. It is amazing. And I'm going to say this, but I feel like it's useless to say. But if you've never been to Pinterest, have you been living underneath a rock? Where have you been? I feel like everybody knows what that is now. And if you haven't given in to the temptation, maybe don't, because then your life's ruined. I've ruined a few lives telling people about it. Number 18, I don't care for boats. My dad actually finally got me on a boat at the age of like 23, 24. I can't even remember. He built his own canoe, and it's absolutely fantastic. He does amazing, amazing work. And I finally said, okay, let's go. And I don't know if it's that I just trusted it because I knew my dad built it. So in my mind, like, my dad's not going to let anything happen to me. He built this. He wouldn't let me get into this if something was going to go wrong with it. And I finally did it. I still don't care for them, but I don't hate them as much as I did before, I guess. Number 19, I have 12 tattoos, and I'm going to say 3 piercings, but 2 of them are just my ears, just like second holes. And I actually do have third holes, but it's still open in this ear and not in this ear, so I don't wear them. So I have 1/2-inch gauges and my second hole. I used to have my cartilage piercing done, but I don't have that anymore. And then obviously my tongue. I got that done the day after Christmas when I was 20 years old. And I love it. So, number 20, I have lived 4 places besides my parents' house. So, the first time I ever moved out was right next door to my parents' house. And I lived there for almost 2 years. And then I moved out and moved in with a boyfriend at the time. And we lived in his parents' basement. And then him and I got an apartment, and I lived in an apartment for a year. And then I met Marty, and we moved back to my parents' house, had Mason, all that. And then we live here now. So this is the 4th place that I've ever lived besides my parents' house. All right, and number 21, my brother is in the Navy. I know that's not a random fact about me, but I figured it was worth mentioning. Number 22, I have been engaged twice and married once. So I was engaged when and on my 19th birthday, and for reasons it just didn't work out. And then I met Marty, and now we are married. Number 23, I am allergic to cats. And I hate this allergy because Mason always wants to get a cat every time we go to a pet store. And he's like, Mommy, me want a cat. And I'm like, I know, Mommy wants one too. I'm sorry. And I'm like really allergic to cats. So it's not something that I could just like bother. I have a runny nose every now and then. No, I'm like hives down my neck, eyes like I'm crying. It's bad. It's so bad. I guess I would have to live off Benadryl, so I would be asleep all the time. Number 24, I have a half brother and sister. So we have the same dad, but different moms. My sister is 11 years older than I am, and my brother is 9 years older. I've never considered them half. They're just my brother and sister, and I love them both dearly. I don't get to see my brother as often as I would like to because he lives in Virginia, being in the Navy. Number 25, I have 5 best friends, 4 girls and 1 boy. So it's Sheena and Jessica, and then Kelsey and Maureen. And my best guy friend is Will. And I've mentioned all of them before, except maybe Jessica. I feel like Jessica needs some love. Hi, Jess. Number 26, I never went to a big college. I wanted to go to Akron University when I was nearing the end of high school, but my anxiety did not let that happen. And then when I finally wanted to go back to school, I felt like I couldn't go back to like Kent State or Akron or something like that because I felt like I was too old. And I know that's not true. So I went to a career college. I went to Bryan and Stratton. And I still got my associate's degree, and I still went through, classes and everything like that. I just didn't go to a big university. Number 27, I used to work at a women's domestic violence shelter. And that was an awesome job. I was stupid and left it, but I was young and dumb. But it was a great job, and it was very rewarding and very eye-opening. I learned a lot at that job. It definitely made me more aware of what domestic violence is and how much deeper it goes than just hitting somebody. Number 28, ordering food in a drive-thru makes me nervous. If I have to order, so if I'm ordering for myself, I'm usually okay because it's a small amount of food. But if I'm alone and have to order for like a couple people, I feel like they're judging me that I'm going to eat all of that food. Even if it's like absolutely obvious that I'm not going to eat all of that food, I still feel like they think I'm going to eat all of that food, so it makes me really nervous. Number 29, my husband and I have a mutual friend named Nick, and him and I have matching birthmarks. So it's on our stomach, and it's really weird. I don't remember why. Oh, I was cutting his hair, and he took his shirt off for me to shave his head. And when he turned, I was like, wait a minute. And I stopped him, and I was like, we have a matching birthmark. And I lifted my shirt up, and he's like, oh my God, it almost looks exactly the same. So I think that's really weird, because I've heard that where your birthmark is where you've died in a past life. And I had a really random dream one day before I heard this, that him and I got shot in the stomach. And then we both have that same birthmark. How weird is that? And last but not least, number 30, I don't know how to swim. Which plays into the whole don't liking boats thing. And I love Ariel, and she lives in the water. So yeah, I don't know how to swim. I used to when I was little, and then I know if my uncle is watching this, he's yelling at me right now. But he really scared me one time when I was little, and I stayed out of the water for a long time, and I never learned how to swim. And yeah, I am petrified of the water. So if I go to the beach, I only go waist deep, and I'll sit if I want to get under the water. But yeah, I don't swim. I don't care to be in pools. None of it. Nope. Don't dunk me. Don't even touch me. I hate it all. So those are the 30 random facts about me. So what'd you guys think? Were there any that you were kind of surprised about? Any, for the people that are close to me, is there any that you didn't know about me? Like this video if you like what you saw, and subscribe, because I would love to have you part of the family. And I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their week, and I will see everyone later. Bye. And Mason just woke up from his nap. So his hair is absolutely beautiful, and his cheeks are all red. Can you say hi? Hi. Do you want to say anything else? No. You say I love you. Love you. Love you. Tell people to subscribe. Thumbs up. He's not awake yet. This is my favorite time because he just wants to cuddle buddy with me. You want to go see Mima? Yeah. Yeah? Go to Mima's house? Go see Mima, Papa? Do you have kids? Aww.